A program in Fayette County is making progress removing abandoned, dilapidated houses with potential environmental hazards like asbestos and lead paint. As the DEP's Aaron Creelman reports, while it's a slow process, it's starting to show big results.
According to estimates, there are roughly 400 abandoned structures, about half of them residences, scattered throughout Fayette County.
In a perfect world, we can get a complaint and get it down to county, but then you have, legals. Each story is different. Some houses are easy to come down, and some of them you have 30 or 40 relatives that, are part of the property. So it's a learning process.
Angela Gerald is project director for Fayette County's Abandoned and Dilapidated Buildings program.
We really got ramped up the last few years because we saw it was a need. More people are moving out. There's more houses that are dying and the houses are falling in. So we really felt a need to improve our communities and beautify them. And that's really our goal, is to take this land that's very usable. It has septic, it has water, and to be able to put a new house, a garden, a community center on these properties once you get the houses off of them.
But left untouched, they can become a magnet for other problems.
They become drop zones for people's trash and garbage and dumping zones, illegal dumps basically. In addition, asbestos, lead paint are also big issues, and you just don't really ever know what's left behind.
Heather Metz is a project environmental scientist with Triad Engineering and works with Fayette County authorities on their Brownfields grant. She says even gaining access to some of these properties can be tricky.
Safety issues for entering the structure. That's the main challenge that we have. A lot of times there have been fires in portions of the structure, unstable floors, walls, missing porches, so you can't get into them without a ladder, and then there may or may not be a floor.
But despite those challenges, the program has been a success, largely through the cooperation of the residents of Fayette County.
We've had a lot of success with the property owners taking pride in their property and wanting to clean it up. We don't want to take houses. We don't want to put liens on property, which is what you have to do if you have to spend the money to do it. We want them to take the pride and to take their houses and clean them up and then have a piece of very valuable property they could sell or build a house on.
County leaders say their goal as the program matures is to take a more proactive stance, using county building codes to address properties with problems before they get beyond repair and the only option is demolition. In Fayette County, I'm Aaron Creelman for Environment Matters.
The DEP's Division of Land Restoration operates a voluntary remediation program through its Office of Environmental Remediation. The program encourages voluntary cleanups of contaminated sites by offering owners, developers, or prospective buyers a degree of flexibility after entering into an agreement with the DEP. West Virginia once again played host to the annual conference of the National Association of State Land Reclamationists, NASLR. The group has roughly 1,000 members in 38 states and is the nationally recognized authority on the reclamation of mine lands. This year's conference at Glade Springs Resort in Raleigh County included field trips and workshops on various environmental and legal issues facing regulators. The theme for this year's conference, Making Reclamation Work in the 21st Century. An abandoned mine lands reclamation project in Tucker County was honored for its excellence in reforestation. The Appalachian Regional Reforestation Initiative awarded the Eastern Aero Corporation for its work on the Pendleton Creek Strip AML project. Besides reestablishing forest and riparian vegetation, the project addressed abandoned high walls and impoundments, constructed mine seals, and reconstructed 2 stream channels. Coming up, from tram rides to a rope walk through the trees, this year's Youth Environmental Conference reached new heights, plus a view that's worth getting up early to see. We'll have those stories right after the break.